Hi, welcome everyone. So we are started seeing in Kubernetes administration training one by one from the concept, from the installation and each service resources. And last session, we have discussed about replica set, right? And this session, we are going to discuss hands-on around deployments, right? Say, for example, I have one application image, right? That could be application image, that could be a DB image. But as far as our side, it's a Docker image. I want to spin my container, right? This is a version 1. So later there is a small change. So your image team started building new image. So they are putting some additional tag, say version 2.0. This is second. Then again they are changing with version 3.0. So now if you have a 3 images, right? And if you go here, say for example the Nginx image, see here how many changes they have pushed. So right now this much versions it's available. So that is why if you go to any Docker repository, just to understand, first analyze and review how many push happened. Each, this is one kind of a change, this is one kind of a change, this is one kind of a change, right? So if the Nginx is the image, but that image, this will have different changes. If I take this image, I will get some changes. Okay, if I take this with some changes will not be there, what I seen in the previous version, right? So the same logic here in the deployments, right? What we are going to do is we are going to deploy Nginx, right? So we are going to list down 3 versions, right? Suddenly we are assuming that this version I want to roll out, right, due to some bug or whatever. So I am going to roll out this version. So all container will be changed to this version. Again, I'm not happy with this version. I want to change it to this. So how we are going to achieve this, right? Let's go inside. As I stated a couple of times, we have created our GitHub CloudnLoud, and for this Kubernetes training, we have created repository Kubernetes_admin_training. For this class, you stick with class 9-deployments. Okay, so let's go inside. So I'm opening in another window. I'm opening deployments also another window. So in commands, right, there is couple of few examples. First we will see this, then we will go inside the deployment part. So let's open this first. What is there inside? Okay, so in this, if you see, we are creating a deployment resource and name is Nginx. Okay, and under Facebook namespace. Okay, and rolling update we are selecting here by default. And if you want, you can recreate. So rolling update means it will take one, change it, take one, change it, recreate automatically, it will replace it. So you decide. Anyway, we are going to see other couple of areas also. You decide what kind of a logic you want, but the steps, everything is going to be almost same. I'm going to clear it out. So 2 and 1, this scenario we are going to do a rolling update, right? And how much version history we need to keep it. Here I have mentioned 10. And how many replicas? 3 replicas we need. If you want, you can increase it and come down. And there is a web container. We are going to launch it with Nginx 1.18 Alpine, right? So you go to hub.docker.com 1.18 Alpine. Okay, this is a very old version. So let's go with some new version. So I have selected with these three. Okay, let's go in this. Okay, and go back here and service. I want to expose it because container is launched, but I want to expose it. So using node port 32001, we are going to expose it. Let's go and apply and see what is happening. So we are going to apply this here. Of course, we don't have Facebook namespace. Let get the error. Yes. So kubectl create ns Facebook. Now we will apply it. The moment we apply, okay, it got created, and immediately in another window you run this command always watch -n1 and here. So we have now the pod is three replica. As per the 3 replica, pod is running and service got exposed to 32001 and deployment resource also created with 3 and replica set also got created. And you see here the current version, whatever we mentioned in the YAML file, it clearly showing here, right? So even if you want, you can go with the kubectl describe also. And we are going here, deploy -n Facebook. So you can understand from here also, if you want the detailed output, what is the image version, right? But from this outside output itself, you can understand what is the current version of image. I mean, the image version is in up and running. Now, what we can do is come down. We will first delete. Okay, we will delete one part. Let's see. Okay, but part name, this has to be changed. You have to replace with what you are getting in this output. I am getting this. So I am selecting this, go here and say, I'm just deleting it. But the moment you enter, please, already we are running this kubectl get all the particular namespace, correct? Using watch command. And you enter it, immediately come here. See here. The moment you deleted one part, automatically it is trying to equalize one more new part created and ensure. Why? Because we already mentioned in the configuration file, I need minimum 3. My desired one is minimum 3 replica I need, because that is my business expectation, correct? So go here and rolling update. Okay, there is a separate command.txt file here. Okay, open this txt file and also deployment Facebook. Both are almost same, apart from the namespace, both are same. So I will show you one YAML file. You can do it other YAML file, almost same. Only the namespace I have changed. So this is the pretty much straightforward commands. So we have taken these 3 versions, right? From nginx, hub.docker.com, or whatever repository you are going to use it, right? So first we will change first version, okay, and we will apply it. Where is the YAML file? So we will first download this YAML file to the local, okay, using wget. Okay, already there is a file. Okay, already I downloaded. So first I will remove all .yaml. So -deployment and -single replica and 2 hyphen. I'm just clearing it out. So I'm clean now. So we will download now using wget. So we have downloaded, right? So we will go inside deployment Facebook. So here, if you see, if you come down, where is the container image? Yeah, this is the image. So what version we need? We need, as per this, I have selected these three. See here, 1.201, 1.201. Yeah, this is the one. And 1.21 Perl, 1.21 Perl. Yes, this is the one. And 1.20 hyphen Alpine, 1.20 hyphen Alpine. Yeah, this is the one. So we will first change this 1.201 and the deployment Facebook YAML. Also, we will go through it. See here, the replicas, I'm going to mention it in 3. Okay, so first version, go here and we are going to replace it. Nginx : the specific version. Okay, we are saving it. So the moment you saved, kubectl apply -f 1 what is the namespace we need to apply? Facebook, right? Don't press enter. Come here and you make sure you have everything. So the moment you press enter, immediately you come back to the watch command prompt where you are running. So I'm just going to say run. See here, the one more version we have applied is now. What is the current version? Deployment. This is the current version. Previous version is. So you can easily understand all this if you do like this with the 2 command prompts, two putty window. So the current and how many versions, right? So automatically, since we mentioned desire 3, always 3 with what we mentioned, the current version. So now all 3 containers are running with this version. This is how you need to practice in your own lab. You try to get a lot of errors, right? So the more you get errors, at least you know what you are doing, right? Clear it out, come down, go back to the commands. Yeah. So now what we are going to do is we are going to change one more version, right? 1.21 Perl. Next version, we are going to open it and we are going to change it. Okay. And we are going to apply it. The moment you apply, as usual, you come back to the other window where you are running. See here. So those 3 containers will be removed and the new version will be replaced. Wait for a few more seconds. It is now in transition. See here, now you are seeing 3 versions, right? But the current version is 1.2.1 Perl. This is the version we have just applied, right? See here, now everything is running in this version, right? So go back here. Now what we can do is, okay, kubectl, okay, rollout status, okay, deployment -nginx. See this part we are going to check it. So let's do this in the first window. So the rollout is completed and rollout history. You will see the history. Of course, there should be a 3, right? So go back here. Now we know first version, this version, okay, this version, what is the change, and second version, what is the change, and third version, what is the change, right? So we will go with the second one. So how do we roll out, right? So This is what we applied, change the version and again applied, change the version, again applied, right? So now we got the 3 history revision, right? So we need to change it. How do we change it, right? So we can go here, kubectl rollout, undo deployment, and what is the namespace. So while putting like this, I am saying I want the second one has to be second revision has to be the active. They immediately come back here. See here. So from Perl to go, we went back to the earlier one. Okay. Now you can apply the history. See here. Now the second moved to the first one. Now we need first revision. Okay, simple. You have to do the same. What revision you want now? Enter. The moment you entered here, see here, this is the first version. You remember, this is the first version we got as part of the downloaded YAML file. Now that version make active, right? So this is how you need to keep compare in a 2-window concept and understand in a better way, right? So keep shuffling the window, so that you know actually what is happening. Because if you give some time and slowly if you go and run the command, you don't know what is happening. So that is why most of the Kubernetes practice, the one window always has to run kubectl get all the relevant namespace with -o void with watch facility. So every 1 second you no need to run manually, automatically it will run, right? So you will see the actual output, what is happening. Okay, and I'm just deleting this. Come back. Few more commands we need to discuss. Say for example, via command line, I want to scale out, right? Which one? This deployment. So what is the deployment? This is the deployment, right? So this deployment, I want to scale out. Nginx, say replicas 12. Okay. So don't enter this deployment name. You can take it from this output, because if you have different deployment name, okay, so always has to take from here, right? Right now 3, but we are going to apply 12. The moment, okay, we have to mention the namespace, otherwise it is checking this deployment in default is not there, so that's why it's saying not found. So come here, see, immediately it is expanding, adding the other containers, additional containers, right? This also one of the way. Or you can directly edit etcd, that is not recommended, but this also via command line also not recommended. Whatever change, you change it via YAML file and apply it. Okay, calm down. Even right now we applied through command, right? So can we do the same in YAML file? Okay, go here, and where is the replicas? So there is a replica, right? So there is a replica, right? So can we just apply this? Okay, kubectl apply. Okay, and Facebook. So immediately you press enter. So there is deployment configured, service unchanged. So go here. It will come back to 3. So if there is any change, better advisable to go with the code based change, which is having more control. Even you left from the project, or even if you are not in office, the other person can easily handle, because you never executed any commands manually. You changed the code and applied. This is why most of the organization now, they are very much keen to go for infrastructure as a code way of management, right? Stay tuned. We'll meet with further hands-on in Kubernetes. Thanks for watching.